good morning. Now, we require very little of you every single morning. Just get up, get out of bed, and grab the TV remote.
That's if you are a bachelor. If you're a family, you have to fight for the remote. But we would like to think that you're all going for one channel, and that's us here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
The destination is a given, of course, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. And I have one recommendation for you. The experience is enhanced when you have a steaming cup of coffee or tea to go with.
I feel good for loads of reasons. First of all, I've had my coffee this morning.
Okay.
I didn't want you to take any of it.
No,
So
I'm not doing coffee anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I had to stop.
Oh, okay.
Doctor's orders.
Oh,
Yeah.
You actually listen to the doctor.
Yeah, it's amazing because I started listening to you lately as well.
Wow,
Bad idea.
Wow. Well, hey, loads of reasons. I also spend my morning with these amazing people. Amazing people like Mr. Mike Mesikeno, who can be really sweet right now. Like, he's really, really sweet.
Don't spoil it.
Real sweet.
He's gonna spoil it.
How you guys doing? Good morning. Thursday
We are
morning.
good.
Very cold morning. Very, very cold morning.
Yeah.
It's been so for a couple of days, but hey, come on. We are that show that will bring that splash of sunshine into your rooms, your cars, wherever you are this morning.
Yes, indeed. Well, we have for you this morning another exciting edition of your feel-good breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria. You guys are welcome.
That means we're bringing you a lineup of new experiences, a couple of new people on the show. You know, a couple.
Oh, guests, okay.
Wow.
I did not know.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
But you know, we always give you something to look forward to.
Indeed,
and you should really be giving us a pat on the back. We kind of deserve it. You guys should clap for us.
Hey, we do this every morning just for you. So give us that pat on the back. We do deserve it, like she has said. My name is Mzino Appeal.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinson. Please stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv or on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please get online at YouTube, or rather go onto YouTube, go online and check out for TVC Entertainment. And all our clips, everything you've missed on past episodes is right there.
Yeah, download the app as well. Android, iOS, anything, please do. It's very easy. It's also very, very cheap. We are at TVC Connect on all social media handles, so follow us on that. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeriaOnTVC.
Yeah, so it's all about books today. Book chat happens on Thursdays. I've missed book chat.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Well,
Bosse Bamidele is here today, and that's a creative writer, blogger, movie script writer, and the author of Mrs. But Not Married, The Adventures of Labos.
family there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
Interesting stuff. Speaking families, you know, we were having this conversation earlier on today.
Which one now, about blended families?
Yes.
I was going to save that for what's up and about, because I'd like to talk about and see how Nigerians cope with blended families. Oh, hi, Mike. Welcome.
What's a blended family?
A blended family is a family where you have one or two individuals in the family from either a previous relationship or previous marriage.
Yeah.
Now, it's very interesting to see how families interact, how individuals in that dynamic interact, and that's what I'd like us to talk about.
You know, families being the main nucleus, nucleus of society.
Because maybe I feel like if you put it out for people who are actually living in blended families, because I wouldn't know.
Sure.
You know, so if maybe we talk about identical to, okay, if you know about the blended family, just let us know. Maybe on social media, and then we can share, because I've not lived in such a family. I don't think I know anybody in my closest circle who has lived in such a family.
It will really shock you to know that some Nigerian families, a lot of Nigerian families are blended families.
But they don't know.
Without knowing.
I told you about the genie.
Okay. I told you the story about...
Genie goes, hey, come on, make a wish. You have 3 wishes. And the guy goes, okay, I wish I was the son of a rich neighbor. And Genie says, okay, you have 3 more wishes.
And I told you about an experience from school. And one of my friends comes to school and he's like sad. And I'm like, why are you sad? Like, he just discovered that his brothers are his stepbrothers.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
This is somebody at, what, 20 years old?
So the issue is that many of us don't know. Because do you really know?
I know.
The question is, do you want
this is how I know. First off, I've got my mother's cleft chin.
That's no problem.
No, because you cannot not have that, or rather, you can't have that on. It's hereditary.
Okay.
So definitely.
And that's from your mom.
And then I look like my dad.
Wow. Just because of the chin.
No, but it's hereditary. You cannot not have it.
So I'm looking at my chin now. I'm wondering, okay.
Your dad and mom don't have it.
No, this is my mom's chin.
Okay.
This is my mom's chin.
Okay. All right.
So
let's just leave it there.
Yeah, there's quite a lot to talk about that one.
Discovery stuff live on it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
We'll just take a look at the weather. I'll be back with the news.
We have the weather coming up next.
And you're welcome. It's the news for Wake Up Nigeria here. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, we begin with the 24-hour deadline handed down to the abducted Zamfara students of the College of Agriculture and Animal Sciences, Bakura, by bandits. Now, their abductors have threatened to execute them today if the government fails to pay the ransom they are demanding. Earlier, the students appealed to Governor Bello Matawalle to pay the ransom as the clock ticks. Now, in a 30-minute video, 30-second video clip released by the bandits yesterday, shows the students begging the state governor to do the needful to ensure they are released by the bandits. One of the students who spoke in Hausa said, and I quote here, you can see the conditions we are in. They're threatening to kill us if the government does not produce the ransom in 24 hours. The bandits even took us to see the dead bodies of those they have killed, end quote. Now, in the video, the students and some of the female staff were seen squatting and blindfolded with the heavily armed men surrounding them. Hours after the video was released, the Commissioner for Information in Zamfara, Ibrahim Dosara, told journalists that the state government would do everything possible to secure the release of the abducted students and staff of the college. Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has approved a committee to immediately commence the implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act. The steering committee, which has 12 months duration for the assignments, is headed by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timi Silva. President Buhari gave the approval on Wednesday while giving a remark on the act, which he assented to 2 days ago. He spoke during a meeting with the leadership of the National Assembly led by the President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, at the presidential villa in Abuja. The president hinted that relevant ministries, departments, agencies have been tasked to work with Timi Silva toward the successful completion of the implementation process. President Buhari is hopeful that the new act will coordinate the activities of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, and reposition it for further progress.
This needed transformation. This lack of progress has stagnated the growth of the industry and the prosperity of our economy.
The host communities are winners as well. It may not be necessarily exactly what some of them had hoped, but you know, from zero to over $500 million, I think it's a big jump. And with time, such issues could be further addressed, but I want to also caution that it's not the $500 million that is small, but how we are able to prudently and transparently deploy these $500 million in the host communities.
Now, outside Nigeria, the United Arab Emirates says it has received ousted Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on humanitarian grounds after he fled his country amid Taliban takeover. Now, UAE's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation in a statement confirmed President Ashraf Ghani and his family into the country. It is unclear how long Ghani will remain in the UAE, which is an ally of the U.S. Mr. Ghani left Afghanistan on Sunday after the Taliban closed in on Kabul before the insurgents walked into the Afghan capital unstopped. His exact whereabouts since Sunday had not been confirmed until the UAE released the statement yesterday. There had been speculations the ousted leader had fled to Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, or Oman. In a Facebook post, Ghani said the Taliban have won and that he fled to avoid a flood of bloodshed. The Taliban capped a staggeringly fast rout of Afghanistan's major cities in just 10 days, achieved with relatively little bloodshed, following 2 decades of war that claimed hundreds of thousands of lives.
Welcome back. Let's find out what's happening on the covers of the papers this morning. We're starting with This Day newspaper. Today is Thursday, 19th of August, 2021. Major headline is PIA. Buhari blames past leaders for lacking political will to transform sector. Says Nigeria lost $50 billion worth of investments in 10 years over non-passage of PIB. And it also says here, governors pick holes in new law. Legislation can be brought back to NAS for amendment, says Lawan. FIRS say act will affect Nigeria's 2022 revenues. And new law not perfect, but step in the right direction, says Niyi boss. Right at the top of the page here, it says Auditor General, federal government's 2019 audit report contains 4.973 trillion naira unsubstantiated balances. Sanusi's expose on Buhari APC vindicates us, says PDP. Page 8 has more on that. Let's see what else we have here. U.S. commits $73 million towards Nigeria's COVID-19 response. And that's what we have on the cover of This Day. We have some other papers with us as well. Let's move swiftly to the Vanguard newspaper. It says here, PDP, fresh crisis as governors NEC members rally round secondus. Governors NEC members may back secondus for second term, it says. Fayose Oyinlola, others may contest. Talks on zoning chairmanship premature, says Deputy Party Scribe. Right at the top here, headline, inflation falls to 17.38% in July, according to the Bureau of Statistics. And let's see what we have here. Buhari, Obasanjo, Atiku, Lawan, Lalong, others mourn as ex-Senate Deputy President Mantu dies at 74. And on State of the Nation, Buhari means well for Nigeria, but, according to Oba Akiolu, and that's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard. We also have the Daily Sun with us this morning. It says here, Mazari, take up arms, defend yourselves, Katsina governor tells residents. IPOP warns members against rebellion. Right beneath the masthead there, Anambra Guba, ABC chair, Uzodinma, confident of party's victory. Page 9 has more on that. Tofa, Jega, Makarfi, others list North's woes, say poverty, inequality, mutual suspicion, endemic insecurity, disunity, ravaging the region. And IBB at 80, dignitaries celebrate with ex-president in Minna. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun. Right, yeah, I think it's about time for us to, you know, like sit down and talk. I've not been here on a Thursday in a long time. It feels so different. I'm just saying.
Can we make it less about you today?
Yes, I would say it's really great to have all of y'all here. Okay. Because
as a family.
Yeah, as a family.
I'm trying to help you out with the
segue. You are just a king. Thank you. So when it comes to families, there are always so many different types of dynamics. And in modern times, there are different types of families.
Let me tell you about the very interesting modern kind of family that we have, which is the blended family. Blended family. Yeah, which is a family where you have one or two individuals inside of the family from a previous relationship or a previous marriage. Okay. Now, there was this video which I shared with you guys during the course of the week of Jada Pinkett Smith and Shari. Shari is actually Trey Smith's mother, having a conversation about how they work as a family. Yeah. And it's very interesting to, first of all, see them on the same table. On the red table, first of all. And then to talk about their interactions over the years, how they've managed a son together. Because Jada would often refer to Trey as her son. No difference between between Trey and the other kids. You'd actually think that they're all same. You know. So I'm wondering in a Nigerian dynamic whether this is ever the same, whether this is something that we'll ever come to adopt. Your experiences count because I've always noticed that there's always that little line in between an individual who is from a previous relationship or marriage in a Nigerian family. My thought.
It's a mindset thing, though. It does depend on the exposure of the individuals involved. For many of the more educated people, I don't think it's as difficult to, you know, bring in children from another home. But there is that whole culture thing where, you know, extended family start whispering things in people's ears and, you know, watch out for this, watch out for that. And then, of course, Nollywood has not really helped.
So
it's given a perspective.
I would say I would do, for me, it's more custom-based, societal. You have many educated people here who won't subscribe to that. So it's not about how learned they are. It's about, in different customs, how do you react to this? For us, I mean, when we grew out of customs that call the child who was born out of wedlock, they are castes. They are given names. So it's enshrined in the ancestral constitution that you understand when you have every child who names just because someone was born out of wedlock, and then you understand from a particular region of the country, no matter how educated you are, look, this person is, you understand, you give that person a name. So it's more or less how we see things here. But like you mentioned, you know, the case, it's beautiful for those guys because you see, one thing, they are much more candor. They are much more honest. That's it. They're much more honest. We tend to. Like you said, there are a lot of blended families here. Some that know, and some that don't. But we're not honest. So you have this people, they're honest.
They deny it.
So they're honest. So they're like, hey, come on, okay. He has this thing. He has this thing. He had this thing. He still feels this way for somebody.
Okay.
It's there. So it's not so much of a big deal.
I
you
really
understand?
don't think it should be, because I mean, I've recently seen videos of Arabian women celebrate their other wives.
No, that's a culture difference. That one is part of them.
So I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere, regardless of the fact that it is a cultural thing for them. Another thing is, I feel like the man in question here also has a role to play.
How so?
He has a role to play in making sure that, you know,
everybody's treated equally, fairly.
No. Apart from even treated equally, first of all, is communication. In the case of, okay, you have your wife, and then you have an away affair that produces, you know, a child. In this case, this person, your wife is not aware, and then she's maybe years later after she's now aware. So it causes that.
I understand what you mean.
So be honest,
it could cause that, you know, hatred and resentment towards that child in the first place, within the family. And then before the children now get involved, and then before they are aware.
You know, one thing I agree with you with is,
you know, that, you know,
it's often even more difficult when it is a situation where it is a boy child. Now in Nigeria, it's a boy child from an earlier affair that is discovered after you're married and with children. And then it's like, so who is going to take the larger part of your property when you go? So that's
that mindset of inheritance. I think we should start thinking away from that as well. We're going to be wrapping up this now, but my issue is, why can't we start encouraging our kids and our families to start earning their own, you know, on their own?
That's a topic for another day.
Yes, because thinking of what my father has as my property, I don't think it's a mindset that we should be pushing down to our kids.
Let's talk about that next.
We will talk about it another time, but let's take a quick break. We have Chef Nelly here. And Chef Nelly is one of those chefs that, you know, you can rely on. I have a feeling we're going to be making something extra special this morning. Chef Nelly, your display is different. I'm loving what I'm seeing. But you need to talk to us about it. What are we making this morning?
What we are making today, we are making a special Egg Benedict.
Eggs Benedict?
Yes.
So where is this from? Tell me where it's from.
It's from America.
America?
Yes.
Okay.
Egg Benedict.
So what's the difference between normal fried egg I normally make and then Eggs Benedict?
There is a special something about this.
Okay.
You can see we have bacon.
Okay.
We have unsalted butter. Then we have lemon. We have mint leaf. We have spinach. So there is a lot about Egg Benedict.
I love spinach, but I don't think I've seen spinach this fresh in a very long time. Fresh spinach. But not a lot of people like spinach, though. You know, they're not really familiar with that type of vegetable. But if I didn't want to use spinach, would it still work? Would it still be Egg Benedict?
Yeah, it can still work. Yes, sure.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes, sure.
All right, so tell us what we're going to be doing first. What's the first thing we need to do?
The first thing we are going to do, we're going to put the spinach. We're going to steam it first.
Okay.
So after steaming this spinach, then we arrange the bacon, we grill it. Then after that, we'll make a punch egg.
Okay.
Then in that punch egg, we are still going to make Hollandia sauce. Hollandia sauce.
Okay, fantastic. What can we do right now?
What are we doing now?
We're going to poach this. Yes. All right, so I believe we need to get some water.
Yes.
And we'll be getting some water to do that very soon. But the stove is warming up. But what can we, you said we were going to grill the bacon.
So we can start with that.
Is this a special type of bacon?
Yes, yes.
Which type?
The imported one.
All right.
Yes, yes.
What part of the pig is that?
This is the leg side.
Okay,
yes,
the leg.
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Let's start with that. And let's work our way around the other ingredients. I love seeing this type of lemon, though. Lemon. Yes. Why did you decide to use this and not the local one?
Because the stuff is just that this one, we have a lot of juice.
Yes, okay. Okay, as opposed to...
It's very soft. So we can
easily squeeze and get enough. So the local one is harder.
Okay. Yes. For those of you at home that are trying to figure out how this is going to work, you need to stay close right with us. We are going to list the ingredients for you one more time. Now, this is unsalted butter. We have some baked beans here. We have, of course, back bacon, or rather, this is the leg of the pig bacon. Yes. And then we have, of course, eggs, spinach, very fresh-looking spinach. This is, I believe, mint leaf.
Yes, mint leaf.
Garlic, lemon, and spices. We haven't talked about the spices yet.
Yes. Yeah, we have white pepper here.
Yeah.
And we have cayenne pepper.
Okay.
And the salt.
Beautiful. Yes. Those are the ingredients right there. We have salt, eggs, bread, bacon, butter, honey. I haven't seen the honey yet. Yeah, we also have vinegar, olive oil, and cayenne pepper coming into this whole mix. Now, Chef Nelly, I'm really excited.
Thank you.
I'm excited. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And I cannot wait for us to get started on the cooking. Because it's eggs, it's going to cook together quite fast, so you need to stay close. Mazino is going to be taking over at this point. He has a conversation to have.
Well, thank you very much, Titi. And we do have a conversation about to go on today on Book Chat. We have and are joined by Bose Bamidele, a creative writer, and I will repeat that, a creative writer. She's a blogger as well on Facebook, if you follow her. She's a movie script writer and the author of Mrs. But Not Married, The Adventures of La Bosse. Bose, it is good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
First off, I want to start by saying that I am astounded by your book, and I'm going to tell everybody at home why in just a minute. Bose, welcome.
Thank
Let's
you.
start what I believe is going to be a very robust conversation as she takes her seats. Bose, your book, Mrs. But Not Yet Married, was a fantastic read. Very easy to read, very honest, and I just said that to you just now before we went on air, that I find that I'm astounded at how honest you are. Let's, however, find out exactly why your book is called Mrs. But Not Yet Married.
Okay, Mrs. But Not Married was a title I got 2 years ago while chatting with my landlord's lawyer.
Okay.
Okay, he was about to fill my form. I told him my name, but he wanted to know if he should fill Mrs. or Miss. I said Mrs. because I knew he didn't like single mothers in his house. So while writing Mrs., he looked at me and said, I should be writing your husband's name, not your name. Then I told him, I do not have a husband. I paid for the house. Okay, why are you Mrs. but not married? So that just clicked to me, and I held on to it since then. And I've been calling myself Mrs. but not married.
Very interesting.
I didn't know it was going to be my book title.
So this book is a catalogue of your experience as a single mother in Lagos.
Yes.
Now, I'd like to say this, ladies and gentlemen, this book is absolutely very, very honest. It's astoundingly so. You will not believe the measure of honesty that Bose actually puts down on this book. It's her story, her life. Now, I was talking to you about exactly why I like it. And my very exciting, the chapter I found the most exciting, which was your experience working at a hotel in
Kuka Hotel,
which is Baba Dudu and all. You cataloged so many of your experiences. One from CMS to
Ayobo.
To Ayobo and all of that. Why did you choose to put out your story? Are you trying to encourage anybody at all?
Yes, like over the years, like I said earlier, like 4 years ago when I started writing on Facebook, like weekly, I put out stuff about myself. They know I have children, but nobody really knows my story. Nobody knows anything about me. So I write stories every day or weekly on Facebook. But I never really shared so much. I never really said the things that mattered to them. Some people come to my inbox to ask me, they want to know some certain things, but I'm not comfortable sharing with them privately. I would rather put public here. I don't want gossips. If I want you to know something about me, I would rather tell the whole world.
Yeah.
So over the years, I was doing that. And I knew I had to tell. Because as more people believed in me and looked up to me, I started having people coming to my inbox to, wanting me to encourage them. So I just knew I had to tell them more than they already know.
Wow, that's very exciting. Now, about being a single mother in Lagos, which is one of the most difficult things that one could actually do in a town like this, trying to make money and all of that. The experience that you have chronicled, first of all, on Facebook and then here inside of your book, how long did it take you to put together?
Okay. I have like 43 stories there.
Yeah.
I started writing this book on July 27.
2020.
Yes. Less than a month ago, but I had 15 stories already.
Okay.
I just brought them in and wrote the others.
Now, I can often tell when a book is written in a rush, but your book, like I told you from earlier, it's an easy read. It's very relative. You can actually connect with it, especially even as a woman. But here I am as a man, connecting to your experiences throughout your entire your life and all. It's fantastic. What's your best chapter?
My best chapter would be the end of an era.
The end of an era.
It's the briefest. I wrote that last. Yeah, but it's me. It's like me finding closure. It's my closure chapter.
I noticed that in that chapter you actually talked about something very deep. You talked about the father of your last kid. That's SB.
Yes.
SB. And tell us how you felt. Can you just recap that chapter for us?
Okay. It's a relationship of 11 years that ended for me last month, so to speak.
Wow.
Last month. For over the years, it was like an on and off and on and off thing. Even while we were not physically connected, somehow we were still emotionally connected. As far as I was concerned, I felt we still had something, even though we were not together.
You noted in the book that he was married.
Yes,
is married.
Yes, he's married.
And that you had a relationship with a married man who ended up with you having a daughter.
I had the child before he got married.
Yes. But that he came back.
He came back. He keeps coming back, going and coming. Like
now, this is something that women actually experience. Not everybody comes out to talk about it. Not everybody talks about it in the book. Not everybody even whispers it to their friends, but you came out to tell.
Talk about it.
I want to ask again, why the push? Why did you do it?
I did it for myself, number one. I did it for myself. I did it for my children, and I did it for some friends who look up to me. I call them my friends. I have like a large community of friends on Facebook who have actually pushed me over the years to come out and publish these stories. Like, the little they know, they felt it was enough to write a book about, but I knew it was not enough. So last month, something happened that I did not talk about at all.
It's not in the book.
It's not in the book.
So this is an exclusive. Listen out, everybody. Tell us.
No, it's not really something I can talk about. But something happened to me personally, and it was like just the end of an era for me, like I said. And I just knew I had to write. I was planning my birthday. I was planning a beach hangout with my friends. And suddenly it snapped, and I said, I'm writing a book instead.
Wow.
And I wrote it.
It's beautiful. I want to just mention some of the chapters in this book, and I'm sure that you are going to find it very interesting, and it's going to make you want to read this book. She's got chapters like When the Well Beckons, Baby, Baby, Give Me a Sugar Daddy or I Die. Very interesting, by the way. You have to read this one. There's one about the Freaky Daddy. Where is it? What's it called again?
That's macaroni.
Yeah, something about, give me your account number.
Yeah, macaroni is known for that.
Yes.
So he said that to me. And
he said, oh, you know him?
Yeah, I know. I write for him.
Oh, fantastic.
I write for him.
That's fine. You are a world of creativity. I love your book. I'm going to read it again, and I'm going to ask that you also read her book.
I'll send you the hardcover.
Please do. Please do. Mrs. But Not Yet Married, I think you guys should grab a copy. You guys should read it. You'll find it very, very relative to your instance, the Nigerian instance, the travails of a single mother. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much.
We enjoyed your company, and we look forward to more. Do stay tuned. It's still Wake Up Nigeria here on TVC.
Welcome back, people. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria. And, of course, we are on to some fashion. discussion. I know we haven't had that in a while yet. Pretty excited about this one. Akinlulu Abdul Malik Babatunde is the creative director of The Formula. And today he'll be talking about his latest collection. Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Great. So tell me, The Formula. Yeah. I like the name. Very catchy, very, something spooky about it. Tell us more.
Yeah, basically, The Formula is just like the normal word formula, you know. Basically about bringing ideas to life.
Okay.
So I and my partner, we just see ourselves as problem solvers. So all you have to do, either an experiential platform, you just tell us, okay, this is what I want, and we bring your idea to life. Okay.
Now we're talking fashion, so people really need to understand the term bringing ideas to life. So we're talking, so for example, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how to articulate what my thoughts are.
Okay.
How do you understand what I'm trying to communicate to you as a client?
Okay, well, basically, what our work religion or our work process is that you must know more than your client. You must be able to have, even if it's a bit of more idea than your client. So when you tell me what you want, all I have to ask you, I'll just try to, you know, read through you, know the kind of things that interest you, know the kind of audience you're trying to, your target audience. Then I can prepare a brief for you where I can give you like 3 mood boards that I feel will fit into your idea. Then you just, you know, go with one and we bring the idea to life.
Okay, so you basically have to know my personality.
Yes, I have to know your personality.
Fantastic. Now let's talk about your background.
Okay.
Yeah, before you know, came into the fashion space, what was that like?
Basically, I hold a degree in economics from Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta.
Okay.
So, but I've always been into media, you know, throwing parties, organizing parties, campaigns, promotions, artists. I always had passion for entertainment. So when I left school, I felt, okay, I really don't want to do economics. So I had to, you know, sit through and say, okay, what do you really want to do? What are you good at doing? And I explained, okay, what I was good at doing was bringing people's ideas, creating experiences. My brand is more like an outlaw brand. We try to do the
outlaw brand.
Yeah. So we try to do the things that are not regular, things that people do not expect. So that is our selling point. That's the joker the formula uses to catch clients. Yeah.
You know, I was going to ask you that question because I would like to know what makes your brand stand out from, you know, because it's quite a competitive space and you have to find something that, you know, makes you unique from other brands. So tell us, so far, what are the challenges that you have encountered in this journey?
Okay, I won't see it as a challenge because I believe whatever is going to come out great, you have to struggle to get there. So, but the thing is that I have a partner, her name is Oyin.
Okay.
So we're 2, basically. So the only challenges we have is the pressure. And why that is because we're trying to make enough margin to be able to bring your ideas to life. Because if we have more, we're not big yet. Yes, we're aiming to get there. You know, we're a startup. But we have to handle these things ourselves. So I'm more of the strategist. She's more of the person carrying out the execution.
Okay.
So that's how, but just pressure from clients.
Okay. Now let's talk about your inspiration. Are there other fashion brands in the industry? I'm not just talking locally now, that, you know, inspire or, you know, drive, you know, your creativity?
Well, yeah, I feel, creativity, I feel I'm a natural.
Okay.
I don't, in the aspect of creativity, I inspire myself. But when it comes to brand fashion, I think the only person that's had a very strong influence on me is Wizkid. Actually, funny enough, you know. So I like how he carries himself. I like that he's a conservative person. So I try to emulate those features and create the unexpected for people.
Okay, great. Yeah. I like the name Formula. You know, that name keeps ringing in my head, and I'm like, how did you come up with such a name? Like, I can imagine the thought process that went into, you know, birthing the name. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, it was funny because we just finished, I do parties too. So my partner and I just finished an event, Reckless. So we were resting.
Go ahead, please.
When I called her and I said, oh, you see, look, we can do this.
Okay.
We have to make this happen. We can't just be going around as Malik and Oni. We have to create something that people can relate to.
All right.
So.
And then you came up with the name.
No, we just started saying different things. You know, we didn't write things. We just started saying different things. Then she said the formula.
And it just stuck.
And I was like, okay, stop there. It's the formula.
That's it, right? Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Wishing you all the best. We are keeping our fingers crossed till October when you officially launch this, right?
Yes, hopefully.
Fantastic. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you very much. You look good anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it. Let's find out what's cooking in the kitchen.
Yes, we're in the kitchen with Chef Nelly, and Chef Nelly is making eggs Benedicts. So this is like an American breakfast kind of thing. And we have quite an array of ingredients on display. If you missed it earlier, we have bacon, of course, eggs. We have olives and olive oil. We have unsalted butter. We have a mixture of spices here. That's salt, cayenne pepper, and white pepper. We have lemon, imported lemons there. Mint leaves, garlic, and fresh spinach. Goodness me, I'm loving the spinach. He's already begun grilling the bacon there, and bacon is just, it's a luxury these days. Thank you so much for that. But there's something interesting he's been up to. He's been poaching the eggs. Have you ever poached an egg? So egg poaching is an art, in my opinion, where he literally just dipped the egg, opened the egg into boiling water. So he's boiling the eggs out of the shells, essentially. And he seems to be doing quite an interesting job of it. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that one is done?
Yeah, this one is
done.
done.
That is done?
Yes.
All right. So that's one poached egg. But Chef Nelly, will you show us exactly how you opened it into the water?
Oh, okay, I'll do that now.
Okay, you will?
Yeah, I will.
Fantastic. 3 poached eggs. Loving it. Ooh, all right. So, yeah. If you've never poached eggs before, this is how it's done. So, hope we can get that shot. Can we get that shot? All right. Right there. You just literally just open it up into the hot water, and that was it. Like, oh my gosh. Do you add anything to it?
Yes, there is lemon juice.
Lemon juice
salt.
in there, and salt in the water.
Yes, in the water.
Fantastic.
For the taste.
So, okay, for taste, it doesn't have an effect on how the egg forms. All right, fantastic. All right, fantastic. So, that egg is poaching, and what do we do next?
To make a toast bread.
Okay, he wants to toast the bread now. So we're putting the bread directly in the pan, yeah?
In the pan.
So eggs Benedict, of course, served on bread. Is it always on toasted bread?
No, yes.
Always,
yes.
Okay, fantastic. I noted that your olive oil actually has olives in it.
Yes,
now, this is the first time I'm seeing that. I've heard of olive oil, but then seeing olives inside the oil is different for me. So why are the olives in the oil? Is this how you bought it?
Yeah, no, that's not how I bought it.
Okay.
I was the one that did it this way.
Okay.
The reason why I did this way is that when you want to bring the olive out,
yes,
it make it to look so presentable
on
the food.
Okay.
Yes, and it's,
the olives in the oil, bring them out, it'll be all glossy. So it doesn't affect the taste of the oil.
No, it didn't.
Okay, fantastic. All right, beautiful. We're gradually building this meal. For those who missed the menu earlier on, we're going to be showing you the menu one more time. You can try this at home. Eggs Benedict. All you need is of course, eggs, salt, bread, bacon, butter, unsalted preferably, honey, lemon, vinegar, olive oil, cayenne pepper. Now, spinach is also here. And is there anything we forgot? Mint leaves and garlic are not on that list. So you might want to add some mint leaves and garlic to taste. All right. I can see we have a whisk here.
Yes.
What are we going to be whisking?
For the Hollandia sauce.
Hollandia sauce.
Yes.
Is that the same as hollandaise sauce?
Yes, yes.
So how do we make that? I believe that's with eggs, yes?
The eggs.
All right,
so what we need now is just the egg yolk from this.
Okay.
So that's all.
All right, so how are we going to do that? This is about extracting the yolk from the whites.
Yes.
If you've never seen this done before, you should really, really watch this. All right, so wait, hold up. No, you need to do it into the cup. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let me do it here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the jug was too small.
Yes.
Huh?
So this is it.
All right.
So we drop the yolk here.
Yolk there.
Yeah. This is it.
So you just separated
that's all.
the yolk.
Yes. Same thing.
All right. Okay, one more. Quickly. All right. Let's see. Can we see it?
Yes. Just turn it over.
Yeah.
Easily.
Like that?
Yeah. That's all.
So which one are we whisking? The eggs, the yolk?
Yes,
okay,
yolk.
fantastic. At this point, we have to take a quick break, but there is going to be so much more right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Nelly is cooking up a storm. And of course, it's top of the hour. Stay with us.
For exactly an hour now, we've been safe in the hands of our producers, but somebody just walked out of set, and I'm hoping that it doesn't go wrong. I'm joking. It's all going to be fine. We've been up at it since morning, and we're sure going to be bringing you a fantastic 45 minutes to go.
Top of the morning, everyone. Now you know, whenever you join us on the show, there's going to be something special, something really great for you to catch. And it's, yeah, great stuff, especially in the kitchen today.
Yeah, I can smell all of that wafting in.
Eggs
what is that?
Benedict.
Yeah. And then what's happening in there?
Even I am speechless because this is the kind of breakfast you don't know how to describe. It's indescribable. And men, you are doing egg penne what?
Egg Benedict.
What?
Benedict.
Yes. Egg Benedict.
But wow, I mean, he's doing fantastically well so far, so well. I mean.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
hey, we got you all the way, guys. Just stick with us here on Wake Up Nigeria.
We always bring you incredible stuff, and that's why we tell you to tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a family member.
That's what she says.
The more, the merrier.
Yes, indeed. Well, hey, when she puts it like that, hey, who could resist? And in the next 45 minutes, we do have a couple of incredible things to come here on the show.
Yes, we do. Okay, apart from the kitchen, which is already making my tummy rumble, we have quite a few more guests to get to, and I need you to stay right there. My name is Titi Lyle.
Also, my name is Mazino Appeal. You want to stick around for all the great stuff we have coming your way, which you can catch, by the way, on Facebook, happening right now live, or if you want, you can download our app and carry it with you anywhere that you might be on iOS or on Android. It's available 24 hours of the day, free access, and use the hashtag WakeUpNigeriaOnTVC as you go about sending in those comments, which we always read. I promise you, we do. And you're welcome back. We have a very interesting discussion up ahead right now, and I'm going to be telling you what this is about. It's on health. Lately, a lot of people have come under some health challenges, and we thought it very, very important to bring to you very unique details that you need to know in certain cases. Today, I've been joined by Emonite Isidahome, who is from the ERA Africa, and you're going to be talking through with us about CPR. Welcome, first of all.
Thank you.
Now, I'd like to first off ask why knowing how to conduct CPR is important.
So, knowing how to perform CPR is very important in our society today.
You have a very deep, rich voice. I'd like to hear it more, though. So let's hear more of that.
It's very important in our society today because in our society, emergencies happen every day, and you don't know when that can happen. So having that knowledge, having that skill, can just be the life-saving skill you want to perform out there that can just save someone's life. So in the world today, we have about 17.9 million cardiovascular deaths. So, and it's
17.9 million deaths relating to the heart.
Cardiovascular heart disease.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's according to the WHO, and so it's a rising phenomenon, and it's very important that everyone actually have this knowledge to be able to save life out there.
So currently, how many Nigerians would you say, if you were going to use statistics, know how to conduct CPR?
Yeah. So that ratio is very low, and actually there's no statistics out there at the moment. So, but it's a very low range of people who actually know how to perform CPR. So apart from the health workers, and those that are actually in the health space, so people don't really take it as a concern to be able to even not just perform CPR, but some basic health first aid activity also.
And that's dangerous because before the health worker gets there, even if it's the first responder, no matter how fast they get there, things could have been done to help the situation. But if you lack the information, lack the knowledge, there's only little that you can do, and you might end up having more damage than before. So regarding CPR, first off, what do we need to know about it if we are going to conduct it, or what signs do we need to look out for before knowing that, hey, we have to administer CPR?
So when we talk about CPR, we'll be looking into basic life support in general, in the sense that, first of all, when you're approaching the scene, someone having probably a cardiac arrest or probably maybe a heart attack that led to a cardiac arrest, so you want to go to the scene, ensure that the scene is safe for you that is actually going. So you want to observe your scene, know what's actually happening, so that you don't fall into the same situation that the person had. It could be from an electrical shock, it could be from a fall. So just ensure your scene is safe, and you proceed, observe your patient, observe the victim that's probably on the ground, and you want to actually know what happened. Ask on the bystanders. Then you want to proceed. First thing you want to check for pulse. Does the person have a pulse? You want to do that for 5 to 10 seconds. Then after that, you want to check for level of consciousness. Just probably tilt the head and listen for breath sound, chest rise and fall. Then probably after doing that, if there's no sign, you want to proceed into doing your compression. So once you've done your compression, you want to do 30 compressions.
I can see you doing that on screen right now. So what exactly are you doing?
So right now, you're just checking for response to know if the patient is conscious. And when you're actually done with that, you want to actually check for breath. So you listen for breath. Now you can see it's checking for pulse.
Okay.
So at this point, when you check for pulse, you want to do this for 5 to 10 seconds, right? So if there's no pulse, you want to immediately proceed to chest compressions. Interlock your hands.
Okay, that's checking for breath.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And what if they're breathing so slightly? How do you know if they're breathing at all?
Yeah. So you should be able to feel a sense of breath. You know, when you're taking a deep breath, feel that air. So when you put your face close to the person's face, but because of COVID-19 rule, it's just advisable that you might want to let that out, except you're a close relative to this patient or the person, or except the person has been confirmed that it doesn't have any COVID or is not suspected of COVID. So you might want to leave that out.
So now there are different cases. There could be a fall, an electrical shock, or even drowning. The CPR, is it obtainable in all of these cases?
It's obtainable. So the idea of CPR is what we call cardiopulmonary resuscitation. So everything relating to the heart activity. So an electrical activity. When there's stoppage of the electrical activity in the heart, so that's what results to probably from heart attack, then you have cardiac arrest.
So if the heart stops, you're going to have to bring it back online.
Yeah.
And often you might need devices like what you're showing to us here on TV right now.
Exactly.
What exactly is that?
So that's what we call an automated external defibrillator.
Oh, defibrillator. Yeah, I've heard about it.
As a defibrillator. So there are two types. You have the defibrillator and you have the automated external defibrillator.
Okay.
Yeah. So the automated external defibrillator is just as basic as it's automated. So it gives you prompts. You just follow the prompts, and it actually indicates when you should shock this patient.
So it shocks the heart back into animation.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. So we're going to take a listen to how you're explaining through this process.
Yep.
So let's take a listen to that, guys. All right, just in case you're joining us, that's a process there showing how you can administer CPR to an individual who is in need of it. And I have with me here Omonite from ERA, and that's what we've been talking about. Now, first off, CPR means what exactly?
Yeah, CPR basically means cardiopulmonary resuscitation.
Cardiopulmonary.
So when we say cardiopulmonary, from the cardio, that's the heart, then pulmonary, that's the lungs, then you're just basically resuscitating everything. So that's from the cardiac angle, you're doing compressions.
Okay.
So from the pulmonary angle, that's the lungs, you're giving air, basically. So, and you just resuscitate generally.
All right. So Now, I'd like everybody to know that we do have these videos which Monite helped us put together, which we're going to be showing as the show progresses. So do not worry if you think that it was too short, the clip. We have these all packaged into little units that we're going to be showing to our viewers. So have no fear, just sit back and we'll make that available to you. I want to say thank you very much, Monite, for coming from Emergency Response Africa. We really enjoy that you're here. And we look forward to having you again here so that we can have more discussions on CPR and how to learn how to do it.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
So do stay tuned.
All right, now that was a hot one from Bill. So it's Thursday art display. We've got Idris in the house. He's a paper artist, as he describes himself, and he has some wonderful, very, very colorful artworks here this morning. Idris, you're welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
When you say paper artist, what do you mean by a paper artist?
Basically, what I do is I create my art with paper.
Isn't paper, okay, so most of the time we think of, I'm thinking of the background or your palette, what you work, your canvas. Is mostly people think that the canvas is mostly maybe paper or something and all that. So is it paper on paper or paper on some other kind of medium?
Paper on paper.
Paper on paper.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's start with this one. I like what I see here. This what's this piece titled?
This is called Killing It.
Clean?
Killing It.
Killing It.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I can see a handcuff. I can see a gun. Tell me the story behind this.
So it's about you going, targeting your goals and
oh, okay. I like the angle
so,
where you're coming from.
So and the freedom you get from it eventually. So.
I can see the gun there and then the handcuffs and all of that. And is this orange or something?
That's
fruit?
Orange, like yeah.
Okay, so how does that
that's
fit,
like the juicy part of it. Fine. Once you've taken the action, you eventually enjoy the fruit of whatever you've done.
Of whatever you've been doing. How long have you been doing art?
Well, officially, okay, I would say I've been doing this since I was born, basically. I would say that. But
you want to start now.
But in the real sense, I started doing art in 2019. In the real sense.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about that piece beside you there. What's that piece about?
Oh, that's it's about a young old person, a young old man, basically. So it's about it's a vintage.
It's a vintage, yes. It's a vintage car. I love this.
It's a vintage car, and it shows someone who is old and yet still very, very creative, extremely creative.
I like that piece.
So the vibrancy of youth is still there.
How long? For example, let's talk about that particular piece. What's the title? Does it have a name?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, does it have a specific name?
Young Old Man.
Okay, Young Old Man.
Yes.
Okay, how long did it take you to put that piece together?
Oh, it took me about a month to put that together.
A whole month. And then, does this take care of the bills as an artist? Is this the only thing
sure.
on its own?
It does.
Have we started appreciating art as a country, as a people, as Nigerians?
Oh, no, unfortunately, our art appreciation in Nigeria is very, very low.
Very low?
Very low, as a matter of fact. So,
what can we do? Is there anything that we can do, maybe as the government, as the people, to make people get to appreciate the arts more?
Well, I think it's more about, I don't think the government has much input to it because it's basically with the people. So our appreciation of art has been naturally low from time. We started appreciating our arts only when the foreigners came over here.
Okay.
And maybe took our stuff. That's when we knew that, okay, wow, these things are actually valuable.
Valuable.
So we didn't know the value until people started taking it from us. So basically, I don't think we would. Because even till now, we need validation from the foreign guys before we know that something is valuable.
Okay, just very fast. These two artworks here, what do we have here?
Yeah, this is a funny story. It's a story of myself and one of my friends.
Okay.
A female friend, an older friend. So I call it Boy Modila Shobiagwa.
What does that mean?
What it means is basically that no matter how knowledgeable a young person is, you can't have an experience of an older person. Okay,
that's I can see some wine inside, like a shelf and all that. So that's what you're trying to depict.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
So the taller one is the round one is the female. That's my older friend. While I am the smaller bottle. That's it.
Okay. All right. Then the final one, this one down there.
I call that Beneath the Lies.
Beneath
the Lies.
The Lies. Okay.
Yes. So basically, it's the story is about no matter how glowy things are, the truth will eventually come in the open.
Does that always happen?
The lie will cleave for the
Let's
truth
be
to
practical.
come out.
Does that always happen?
It has to eventually.
It does.
Eventually.
We've seen it. We've seen countries. We've seen organizations. We've seen stories being built on lies, and it's not every time that we get to find out.
Eventually. Well, sooner or later, things will come out in the open.
Okay, so that's what that piece is trying to depict there. Okay, so as an artist, what would you say is your theme for what theme encapsulates your artworks? What is the most underlying theme that encapsulates your work?
The human psychology, basically. That's what
human psychology.
Human psychology, yeah, and the theme of creativity. I love it as well because I see it as a divine thing. So it amazes me a lot. Like, even I just look at myself sometimes and I feel like, wow, am I really doing this? So my artwork tend to center around that a lot. And I love, I'm attracted to anything that's 3D, three-dimensional.
Okay.
So that's why my work basically are 3D. I always protruding from the surface.
There's a depth and all of that. Thank you very much, Idris. And here's wishing you the best.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right, that was Idris, and I hope you're able to enjoy those artworks. That's all we can take now. We'll take this time out now.
All right, hey then. Welcome back, Wake Up Nigeria. Final guest, and hey, we've been waiting for this. Our celebrity guest, and I said celebrity guest this morning, is an engineer, an avid reader, also aspiring writer, a husband, and a father.
The one and only Niyi was in Big Brother Naija, Shine Your Eye. And he just fresh out of the house, you know, fresh export from the Big Brother house. He's described as spontaneous, energetic, adventurous. Did he show all these in the house?
I don't know. Let's ask him. The man himself is here. Niyi, you are welcome, man. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Nice one, man. So how are you enjoying celebrity status?
Well, I'm taking it a day at a time. I'm enjoying every moment of being present in Nigeria because I felt like I've been away for a while. So just having this whole influence and seeing people welcome me in such a beautiful way, it's amazing.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Okay, so I actually wonder, so there is that, I don't know whether it's a myth, we can't call it a myth, but that mindset that when you get in the house, you have absolutely no idea what's happening outside the house. But then when you come out, everything is exactly what you were thinking.
Yeah, so when you're in the house, definitely, a part of you wants to know. A part of you is always conscious of, am I doing what, you know, they might be saying wrong about me or right about me? It's always there. Then immediately you come out, the first thing you want to know is, did I do well? Family and friends, you need to speak to them real quick. So you have, it's something you just can't take away.
I can imagine. But you're no stranger to celebrity status, like you say from before. You have actually quite a big following on TikTok. And this is, you spoke of it in a way of getting prepared for this stage, which, so tell us about that.
So TikTok started during the lockdown. It was just that whole phase of, you know, not knowing what to do. Businesses were down and we were just idle in the house, me and my wife. So we jumped on the challenge, Don't Rush. It came from a friend. And we found that very, very interesting, the fact that we had to change clothes. It was just so exciting for us. And we continued the app without knowing what to expect. We were just enjoying the humorous videos and the fact that we had to like be creative. And then, you know, the whole growing and following, you know where it is started. It gave us popularity in South Africa, Cape Town especially. They know us pretty well. And from there, we were able to establish one business from the fact that we had such following. So, I'm not new to it. And
is your wife back here with you now?
No, she's still in Cape Town.
She can't take our heat in Nigeria. Bring her now. I mean, this is where you're popular at. So bring her on.
You know, I think it's still the first phase of everything. I'm just still fresh out of the house. And business is ongoing, so I need somebody there. And we'll find a middle very soon.
Ask him about Big Brother.
Okay, Mazino, I will ask him about Big Brother. Let's talk about Big Brother. During your diary sessions, you used to, you know, give shout outs to your wife and all. But then before Big Brother, I think even on their website, they said, you know, you weren't going to mention that you're married.
Yes.
In the house. But then something changed along the way.
What changed?
What happened?
So, with the show Big Brother, you tend to always want to come up with a strategy just to be like a step ahead of the game. So when I was preparing during the whole lockdown and everything, I came up with this whole thing that, okay, listen, I'm married and I'm going to a show whereby people might perceive you a certain way. So I really didn't want to be left out in conversations, and I didn't want them to portray me as, hey, this married guy. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go with a game plan. And the game plan was to go into the house and tell the housemates that I'm single. I mean, you know, I could play a game because I'm a gamer. So what happened was, when I got to the house, I didn't expect to, you know, get only guys first, and we didn't know what was going to happen. With Big Brother,
they played on your mind, didn't they?
You know, with Big Brother, you never know
what to expect.
So the beautiful thing that happened was, the first day, we guys, we connected in such a very beautiful way. I think the viewers, they've been able to see that. We connected so well that, you know, I said, I don't need this game plan. You know, I could actually be myself. Being myself is also wonderful. I could be myself, and, you know, I could beat you to your game. And I just felt free. And
Big Brother found a way to strip you guys, first of all, and then put the women in there. Talking about portrayal, everybody seems to, or it seems to be that everybody outside here watching Big Brother seems to think that people go in with this game plan and that they might not be, you know, portraying their real selves. Now, look at everybody still in there. Who do you think is not portraying their real selves?
Yeah, I think...
mention names, Niyi. Go ahead.
I think Perry is not portraying who he is. I think he's a great actor. So sometimes he might not be living his own reality, and I don't think that might be right for him, because now that I'm out of the show, the only thing I'm very, very grateful for is the fact that I was able to live my reality. Whatever you saw was me. You can't take anything more, you can't take anything.
If you're watching this at home, rewind that and watch it again. But now you say that because he is not that guy. Is that what you're saying? He's not that he-man.
Well, you know, it's a reality show, so at some point your reality sets in. So we get a bit of his reality of who he is as the egoistic man and all of that. At the same time, when he's talking, sometimes you see some characters being played. Like when he gives those sublets and, you know, eyes and all those kind of things, I see a character. Like I said, he's a great actor.
All right. I love that. I love that. But I have to ask if you are at any point acting happy as well, because you are connected with your family on another level. Like, you guys are always together, always doing things together. Being separated from your wife for so long, even though it wasn't that long in our mindset, but for you it's a long time. So were you just acting happy, being away from family, or were you...
so the first week of Big Brother in the house was really tough for me, because I just came from lockdown. And for me, my whole experience about Big Brother, I think the lockdown is the most difficult part of the game. It's more difficult than the house. So I'm that kind of guy. When I step into a room, I actually need to feel comfortable. And I'm being with 21 other people in a confined space. So I just needed to find my ground. That was the first week for me, understanding people who I connect with, who I vibe with.
So coming from lockdown and into a situation where it's a world stage, everybody's eyes on you. You have to perform. You have to be liked. You have to. It's a game. Do you think it has an effect on your mentality in any way?
Well, I think it's a personal, you know, effect on anybody. For me, I took it as a great challenge, because during the whole process of lockdown, I took time to actually understand who I am and better myself. You know, I wrote a letter to God. I wrote a letter to my wife.
Interesting.
So at the same time, I read the Bible, you know, and at some point I preached the Bible to the cleaners that were with me. So,
do you think it had an effect on the evicted? No, not evicted, but KV who exited during the week?
Mentally speaking,
I can't really say that, because I don't know what his situation was. I've not really had time to actually, because I never met the guy. And I really didn't have time to look into his situation.
That's true. He came into the house after me had left. You know, we have to ask this question. And we want you to be really honest. Who are your top two, or rather, your top guy and your top girl?
Who are you rooting for?
Who are you rooting for?
So, my top guy will be Whitemoney.
Woohoo!
Because he fed me a lot when I was in the house.
Food is strategy.
So that is the strategy, Whitemoney.
Who's the other person?
I don't think so. I don't think that's his strategy.
It's just him, yeah?
It's just him. Even if it's a strategy, I think it's coming from a place that he knows, he understands. You know, it's part of him. So how can you beat such strategy? For my female, I would say Sasuke, because I just admire she's 21. She's very, very... already figured out, and that's actually impressive.
All right.
Yeah.
So Sasuke and Whitemoney.
Oh, hey.
So did Whitemoney's food taste good?
Yeah.
Really
He's
good?
a good cook.
All right.
And it's just the fact that he knows how to, maximize and minimize things in a beautiful way.
All right.
So cooking for 21 people, and he would cook in the morning, and you would find dinner ready as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when everybody comes out of the house, people have different endeavors they go into.
Yeah.
Some go into entertainment, some go into movies. Some go Do you think Whitemoney would be the one person to open a restaurant, for instance? Say, Buka!
I think he has explored that part already. He told us several times he ran a restaurant, so he would want to try new endeavors and,
All right, then. Okay.
Yeah. Wow, hey.
So, enlightening stuff.
Very, very. It's just great meeting you, man. Listen, as much as Whitemoney fed you, we want to try and see whether we can match up. We have very exciting stuff happening in the kitchen
Chef
here.
Nelly has been cooking.
Come on over, man. Come on over.
All right. Make
let's bring
something
you
really
here.
nice, please.
Let's do this.
Walk this way.
Walk this way. Have a seat.
All right.
Welcome.
Yeah.
How you doing?
To the kitchen. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing
So
great.
this is Chef Nelly, and this morning he's made for you egg Benedict.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And quickly he's going to tell us how he put this together. It's quite a wholesome meal.
Yes, sir.
So please have a
Hold
taste.
up. Let him take that picture.
So here you go, first of all. And
ooh, look at that. Woo!
so please.
Love it.
Ooh, I love it.
Okay, so let's give you this one.
Okay.
Okay.
So have a taste.
I'm going to have a taste.
It looks amazing, Chef.
Yeah,
I have
it
to say, it looks really good.
It does.
Looks so good.
I like your hair, by the way, Niyi.
Thank you very much.
So what do you think?
Let me have another one.
Is it better than Whitemoney? I'm just kidding. But
Anyways, well done,
really,
Chef Nelly.
Chef Nelly, nice one, nice one.
you.
So what's drizzled on top?
This is the cayenne.
The cayenne, and then the liquid is the hollandaise. Amazing, amazing. If you missed how this was prepared, you should check it out on YouTube. It's going to be there at TVC Entertainment on YouTube very, very soon.
Yeah.
And some words of wisdom from Mike and Mazzino coming your way now.
I don't know, I have a very short one. Yes, food always tastes fantastic when you're in lockdown or inside a big brother house. Here at Wake Up Nigeria, it tastes fantastic every single time.
Yes, sir!
That's
And yes, you can take that
Just
to the
eat that,
bank.
my
Yes,
You can take that to the bank. Thank you so much, Niyi, for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And thank you, Nelly, and to all our guests for being on the show today. You all have been amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so very
See you
much.
tomorrow. Tomorrow is game day. Fridays on Wake Up Nigeria, always exciting.
Have
7
an
a.m.
amazing
y'all.
day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.